Have you ever found yourself lying in bed late at night, phone in hand, endlessly scrolling through someone else's life? Maybe it's a friend's vacation photos, a celebrity's latest achievement, or a stranger's perfectly curated feed. It's almost as if we're searching for something, some spark, some sign that we're on the right track, or maybe just a sense of connection. But as we scroll, we often don't realize how much time is slipping away, and how much of our attention is being pulled outward, away from ourselves. And then, almost without warning, a familiar feeling creeps in. You start to compare your own life to the highlight reels you see on your screen. Suddenly, your own accomplishments seem smaller, your progress slower, and you can't help but feel like you're falling behind. It's a quiet, nagging sense of disappointment that lingers long after you put your phone down. This isn't just a personal struggle. It's a collective one. We live in a world where validation is just a click away, where likes and comments can make us feel seen, even if only for a moment. Our brains are wired to seek approval from others, but in today's hyper-connected world, this instinct has become a constant distraction. Instead of looking inward, we're pulled outward, chasing fleeting moments of validation that never truly satisfy. The more we focus on others, the more we lose touch with ourselves. We absorb the best moments of other people's lives, forgetting that what we see is only a small, carefully chosen slice of their reality. Meanwhile, our own goals, dreams, and passions sit quietly in the background, waiting for us to notice them. Our notebooks remain empty, our plans untouched as we get lost in someone else's story. Over time, this constant comparison takes a toll. It drains our energy, leaving us feeling tired, uninspired, and disconnected from our own purpose. We start to believe that we're not enough, that we're always one step behind, and that our dreams are out of reach. The more we compare, the more we lose sight of what truly matters to us. But here's the truth. The answers you're searching for aren't hidden in someone else's feed. They're not in the number of likes you get or the comments you receive. They're inside you, waiting patiently to be heard. When you take a moment to pause, to reflect, and to listen to your own thoughts, you'll find clarity and direction that no amount of scrolling can provide. Every minute you spend focusing on others is a minute you're not investing in your own dreams. The more you look outward, the easier it becomes to procrastinate on what truly matters to you. Your goals, your passions, your unique path, they all deserve your attention. Don't let them fade into the background while you watch someone else live their life. It's time to stop waiting for an external signal, for someone else's approval, or for the perfect moment to start. The only permission you need is your own. When you put your phone down and turn your attention inward, you reclaim your time, your energy, and your sense of purpose. Recognize this pattern for what it is: a distraction, a habit that keeps you from living your own story. The next time you feel the urge to compare or seek validation online, pause and ask yourself, what am I really looking for? What do I need right now that only I can give myself? The first step to real change is simple but powerful. Turn your attention inward. Listen to your own voice, honor your own journey, and remember that your answers, your growth, and your happiness begin with you. Social media is a curated fantasy, not reality. Every day, millions of us pick up our phones and dive into a world that's been carefully edited, filtered, and polished. We see highlight reels, vacations, celebrations, perfect selfies, and seemingly flawless lives. But what we're really looking at is a collection of moments chosen to impress, not to reflect the full truth. We compare our messy lives to others' filtered moments, and it chips away at our self-esteem. It's easy to forget that behind every glamorous photo is a real person with struggles, insecurities, and bad days, just like us. Yet, as we scroll, we start to believe that everyone else has it all together, while we're left feeling inadequate in our own unfiltered reality. Every scroll triggers stress and anxiety, making us feel like we're not enough. The constant barrage of perfect images and success stories can make our own achievements seem small, our lives less exciting, and our happiness harder to reach. We start to question our worth, wondering why we can't measure up to the standards set by strangers on a screen. We crave validation from strangers, letting their opinions dictate our worth. Each like, comment, or share becomes a tiny hit of approval, a digital pat on the back that we start to depend on. The more we seek this validation, the more we lose touch with our own sense of self-worth, handing over our confidence to the unpredictable tides of online attention. But true confidence can't be built on likes or comments. Real self-esteem comes from within, from knowing who you are and what you value, not from the fleeting approval of people you may never meet. When we step away from the noise, we give ourselves the chance to reconnect with what truly matters. The escape? Remind yourself, what you see online isn't real life. It's just a small, carefully chosen slice of someone's story. When you put your phone down and look around, you'll see the beauty in your own imperfect, authentic life. You'll remember that your journey is just as valuable, even if it doesn't come with filters or hashtags. Unfollow accounts that drain you. If someone's posts make you feel less than, it's okay to step back. Curate your feed to inspire, uplift, and motivate you, rather than to make you feel inadequate. Protect your mental space as fiercely as you protect your time. Set limits. Take a break. Give yourself permission to disconnect, even if just for a few hours. Use that time to reconnect with yourself, your passions, and the people who matter most in your real life. Notice how your mood shifts when you're not constantly comparing yourself to others. In the silence, you'll finally hear your own voice. Away from the endless noise and opinions, you can listen to your thoughts, your dreams, and your needs. This is where true growth and self-acceptance begin. Your journey is unique. Embrace it. No one else has lived your story, faced your challenges, or celebrated your victories. The path you walk is yours alone, and it's worth honoring no matter how different it looks from what you see online. Tune out the noise and listen to yourself. When you do, you'll find clarity, confidence, and a joy that no amount of scrolling can ever replace. Remember, the real magic happens when you stop comparing and start living, fully, authentically, and unapologetically you. Each day you have a limited amount of energy. Where does it go? Most of us waste it on worries, regrets, and comparisons we can't control. Your brain, like a phone with too many apps open, gets drained by unproductive thoughts. The result? Exhaustion without progress. Energy flows where attention goes. So what are you fueling? Shift your focus from what's wrong to what you can change. Reclaim your power by choosing where your attention goes. Invest your energy in your dreams, not your fears. Recognize your energy leaks? Now it's time to pivot. Turn your focus inward. This isn't selfish, it's necessary. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Write it down. Clarity gives your energy a target. Build habits that move you toward your goals, one small step at a time. Replace mindless scrolling with actions that serve your growth. It'll feel uncomfortable at first, but keep redirecting your focus. Like training a puppy, gently bring your mind back to what matters. Over time, this becomes your new default. That's when transformation begins. Waiting for confidence before you act? That's backward. Confidence is built by taking action, not the other way around. Every small promise you keep to yourself is a vote for the person you want to become. Use the 5-second rule. When you feel the urge to act, move before doubt creeps in. Action builds trust in yourself. Motivation follows. Stop seeking external approval. Real confidence comes from within. Show up for yourself, even in small ways. What's one thing you can do today to move closer to your goal? Take that step. Each action is a brick in your foundation. Our culture glorifies overnight success, but that mindset keeps us stuck. The real secret? Focus on getting just 1% better each day. Tiny improvements compound into massive results over time. Don't aim for huge leaps. Just take one small positive action. Consistency beats intensity. Make your actions so small they're almost effortless. Habits, not motivation, shape your life. Progress becomes automatic when you focus on the process, not the outcome. Get 1% better today. Let momentum do the rest. Worrying about things you can't control is draining and pointless. You can't control the weather, others' opinions, or the economy. Your power lies in focusing on what you can control, your actions, attitude, and effort. Draw two circles, one for what you can control, one for what you can't. Let go of the outer circle. Channel your energy into what's within your influence. This shift is liberating and productive. Build a stronger ship instead of fearing the storm. Boundaries aren't walls. They're lines that protect your energy and time. Without them, you end up drained and resentful. Get clear on what leaves you feeling depleted. Set limits, even if it feels uncomfortable. Communicate your boundaries kindly but firmly. Others may resist, but your well-being comes first. Every boundary you set reinforces your self-worth. Boundaries free up energy for your own growth. They're not selfish, they're essential for a focused, healthy life. Respect yourself enough to draw the line. Knowledge is useless without action. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, and gather endless advice, but unless you actually do something with what you've learned, nothing in your life will change. Information is only potential power. It becomes real power the moment you put it into practice. So as you sit here, remember, the gap between where you are and where you want to be is bridged by action, not just intention. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now. There will never be a flawless moment when everything aligns. Life is always busy and obstacles will always appear. If you keep waiting for the stars to align, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, the best time to begin is always now, in this very moment, with whatever you have and wherever you are. Choose one small, simple action you can take in the next 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be big or impressive. Maybe it's writing down a single goal, sending a quick message, or just standing up and stretching. The key is to make it so easy that you can't say no. When you lower the barrier to entry, you make it almost impossible to procrastinate. Don't aim for huge change. Aim for something laughably easy. The smaller the step, the more likely you are to actually take it. Think of it as planting a tiny seed. It might not look like much now, but with time and consistency, it will grow into something remarkable. Remember, even the tallest trees started as tiny seeds. That first step breaks the inertia and creates momentum. Once you're in motion, it's much easier to keep going. Action leads to more action, and before you know it, you're making progress. The hardest part is always getting started, but once you do, you'll find that each step becomes a little bit easier. Each small action is a signal. I'm in charge now. You're telling yourself that you have the power to shape your life one decision at a time. Tomorrow, take another step, then another. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Over time, these tiny actions add up to big results. This is how real change happens. Not through grand gestures or overnight transformations, but through steady, persistent effort. Every day you have the chance to move a little closer to your goals. Every day you can choose to take one more step forward. Decide your one thing right now. What's the smallest, most manageable action you can take today? Don't overthink it, just pick something and commit to doing it. The act of deciding is powerful. It turns vague intentions into concrete plans. Maybe it's putting your phone away for 10 minutes, writing a goal in your planner, making a call you've been avoiding, or simply preparing for tomorrow. Whatever it is, make it specific and make it doable. The important thing is to start, no matter how small the action may seem. Your future self is built one small action at a time. Every positive choice you make today is an investment in the person you want to become. Over weeks and months, these actions compound, creating habits and shaping your identity. You're not just changing your day, you're changing your life. Brick by brick, step by step. Lay the first brick today. Take your first step now. The journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with a single step. Don't underestimate the power of starting. Your future is waiting, and it all begins with what you choose to do in this moment. So take a breath, make your move, and let your journey begin.